I'm streaming. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? It's another day in the world, and we're going to do our best to go over the next Proverbs. Hope you're enjoying yourself if you're following me. Looks like it's been years or a while since I recorded this, since you have joined me, but wherever you're coming from in the world, I hope you are being consistent um, in the Word and reading it daily. And I completely believe that reading the Word daily is the way of wisdom, a part of your daily devotions daily. And I think it's possible. You could do it every day and continue to read the Word, because I feel that's really important. Yep. All right, we're going to go and look at Proverbs on day 30. Proverbs 8:32-36. And now, O sons, listen to me. Blessed are those who keep my ways. Hear instruction and be wise, and do not neglect it. Blessed is the one who listens to me, watching daily at my gates, waiting beside my doors. For whoever finds me finds life, and obtains favor from the Lord. But he who fails to find me injures himself. All who hate me love death. All right. Again, wisdom here is calling out to you, personified again. And it's giving you instructions. It's very specific instructions. Blessed are those who keep my ways. So that's an obvious response. Listen to me. Actually, I'll go ahead and put yellow. Your instructions. Be wise. Do not neglect it. Blessed is the one who listens to me, watching daily at my gates, waiting beside my doors. Now it's just indicators of what this person does. Is always looking to see where wisdom is. Whoever finds me finds life. Finds life and obtains favor with the Lord. In the green, but whoever fails to find me, he who fails to find me, these are negatives here, injures himself. All who hate me love death. I feel like this is a pretty straightforward set of verses from the end of chapter 8, after spending so long talking about wisdom and it being personified, as a woman, calling at the gates always as a herald, kind of going out there and here's wisdom, follow me, have prudence, be wise. And this is the last call for this chapter. We'll probably go back to the personification of wisdom again in other chapters, I believe. We'll see when we get there. But again, it's just straight instruction. Listen to me, hear instruction, be wise, do not neglect it. Blessed are those who keep my ways. Blessed are the ones who listen to me. Whoever finds me finds life and obtains favor with the Lord. Pretty straightforward, and this is something that we need to continue to do. I feel that when I do things that are righteous, be prudent and everything, I think it goes well with me. You know what? It goes well with me. I feel like things are a lot better, and my mental is a lot better when I do these things. Okay. And I do believe that I'm blessed in my life. Obtains favor from the Lord. Okay. So we just got to keep on pushing forwards, my brothers and sisters. Do not fail the Lord, because if we don't find him, find wisdom, we injure ourselves. If we're not wise on things, we'll injure ourselves. And those who hate wisdom love death. Well, when I look on the news and kind of see the riots and everything like that, I feel like those people aren't using prudence or being wise, and they're in each other's faces, yelling. And I'm talking about mid 2024, 25s, in the different places where people are protesting because of the immigration ICE stuff. And I understand that, yes, our current leader may be an abomination in their eyes. And so they take to the streets. I don't know. I just feel that everyone's doing their best to do what's right. And I don't know. To go against. So I've read that that the leadership of the land has been blessed by God. That God has allowed the leadership to be what it is. And if we find that the leadership is not doing what it's supposed to do, or not following the quote laws and the promises that the leadership was supposed to do, then yeah, we should vote this person out of office. We're in that kind of government where we vote. And if the vote goes a certain way, so be it. Let's see how it goes for the next 4 years. And then we could go ahead and see. Because 4 years of the promises of this President Trump, there's a lot of things he's trying to do. One of them was to go ahead and deport all our illegal migrants who are specifically causing crime. And it's already a crime to cross the borders, but there is this, I don't know how to say it. This we have gotten used to it. That, oh, these people come across the border illegally and they end up working, and it's good because some talking points are they do the work that most Americans wouldn't do for lesser pay. I don't know. I think there are Americans who would like those jobs, especially young Americans. If you're talking about like people working restaurants and stuff like that, um, I don't know, but that's what was voted for. Um, and yes, we would not like it because if you're on the other side, you lost. So if you lose, then you just move on in another 4 years. Let's do things to show that your Democratic or your party is a better party. I don't know. That's how I feel. So when you lose, how do you lose in a wise way? You know, accept that you lost. Try to find a way. I'm trying to be logical and wise. Accept that you lost. If you're the leaders who lost, okay, what can we do to show that we are a good, generally good party? I think that's an interesting question. And I think it has to do with, all right, let's do good. Show the people that we're good. do things that help the people because the people want to be helped, and not cause such chaos. Because the anger and the protests and all that, I think it's um stemming from a leadership that is not helping its people synthesize with the loss. You lost. Now let's do things instead of complaining for 4 years and going against the government for 4 years. Let's logically think about, well, now that we lost, how can we work with the current party to do good? I feel it's whatever is happening right now is bad. Not not good for the people. It's not good for the country. It's let's do the best that we can. Is it objectively wrong to remove people from our country that doesn't belong here? I don't think it is wrong. I think there's ways to go about it, but yes, there's going to be racial profiling, but it feels like in general that we're trying to get rid of criminals. And from what I hear, if they find out that the people they get are actual citizens, they go ahead and give them back. But again, this whole idea of racial profiling and stuff like that, okay, it happens. It happens. But if we are to get those bad people who are putting drugs and being on the streets, stealing and robbing, especially in LA, yeah, we got to get those people off the streets. No way, for sure. The ones that are actually causing crime and all that stuff. As for the people who are just here trying to be peaceful and get away from their countries, we have to talk about that. I think it's a conversation we can continue to have, but we still need to get those illegals who are criminals in their country, doing criminal activities in our country, who are internationally leaving their country because they're criminals and trying to run from their government. We need to give them back to their government. They have to go to their own jails. But they shouldn't be given a free pass while being in America. Talking about criminals in particular. Okay. Um, and I'm pretty sure there's a list somewhere. Whatever the case, getting political. Be wise, follow God. What I'm saying is, yeah, we should this social experiment called the United States has this experiment where we have different parties and we vote on our leaders. Especially that we're talking about president, I guess. If the leaders aren't doing their job, let's go ahead and vote them out of office after the time of their term. If they're specifically um, hurting and being traitors to our country, whatever it is, then yeah, maybe we'll impeach them and stuff like that. When he does something like that. But if he's following the law and he's trying to do good for everybody, yeah, let's let him do a job, see how it is. The opposing party, yeah, let's work together and try. But this I think when you just stop everything and not try to work for everything, everything's bad just because you're doing it. I think that's petty. I think that's immature. I think that is hurtful to the country. And it's a bad look, actually. It makes it feels like you're a bunch of crybabies. Come on. No, we're not always gonna win. So, anyways, let's go ahead and try to find a way to have peaceful conversations with everybody to work together and do good. That's how I feel. I think that's the way of wisdom. Okay. I don't know. That's how I feel. Anyways, all I have for today. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Peace.